Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Your Husband is Cheating on Us, Season 1, Episode 3. Like, okay, now Genuine leaves the scene and everybody is blaming Deatra for Genuine exiting the scene, and we find out that Genuine is only leaving because he can't handle the role. He can't handle all these parts, remembering all these lines. So Miss Deatra Hicks was on point when she said that's why Genuine left. Then on top of that, the drama was nothing. It was just too much for him, and plus he wasn't able to concentrate and focus because he was leaving every weekend. You know, he's partying, he's singing, he's dancing, he's on stage, and the money just wasn't worth it for him. But basically JD says he paying these people like he's supposed to pay them, and basically he's not getting what he wants in return from their large amount of paychecks that he has been, you know, given to them. But also JD also likes to avoid conflict. He doesn't want to talk about the elephants in the room, like his daughter Bree coming at, you know, Christian, but he does pull his daughter to the side and let her know, if you can't stand the heat, get your ass out the kitchen, missy. So anyways, I was just like, damn. So everybody in the house is against Deatra. They make fun of her, laugh about her, and they make noise. They run, they scream, they shout, they twerk, they dance, they yell, they holler up the stairs. But as soon as Miss Deatra makes some noise, it's a problem. Like, she's irritating, but they don't see that they do the same thing individually, you know, making noise and being loud, humming, singing, and all of the other stuff, and making fun of her right before her face, but not right. She's eavesdropping, she's listening, she can hear what they say. And basically Jermaine was, you know, making fun of Deatra Hicks, talking about I'm the Beyonce of the Chitlin circuit and all this other stuff. And so was, you know, Tandy, and they were all laughing and loud, and her bedroom door was open and she can hear everything they were saying. So they wanted her to hear, they wanted her to know that they don't like her. And basically you got Leah coming out here talking about, you know what, I think Jermaine's talking about, like, you know, somebody needs to tell JD what's going on in the house. And then Miss Leah is like, well, I think since I'm the leading lady, I'm gonna go talk to JD to get her fired. I was like, damn, they want to take the bread out of the actress' mouth. They ain't feeling her at all, point blank, period. They don't like her antics, they don't like her attitude, they don't like anything about her. They can't stand the sight of her, which looks like what it seems. So anyways, I'm like, damn, Deatra ain't got a friend in the world. She's public enemy number one. So anyways, we get Leah, you know, they go back to the scene with Leah opening the door, whatever, and Deatra Hicks shuts the door, was like, yo, wait a minute, I'm talking to her or whatever. I'm talking to, you know, Christian. And so then Jermaine comes in. So, and my opinion is, I think Mrs. Hicks should have never even had a conversation with Christian. She should have never said anything to Christian about the daughters coming at her, and you know, how the daughter was coming at, you know, Mrs. Hicks, how she felt too as well. She should have just left. She should have just got in her bed and went to sleep and let it be, because, you know, Mrs. Hicks was feeling some type of way that everybody was huddling and, you know, worrying about what was going on with Christian, and they was there for her and they was supporting her. But when she was getting fried in the skillet by, you know, the daughters, nobody came to her rescue, nobody came to her you know, side or whatever. So basically she threw that up in Christian's face, basically trying to talk about it, like, you know, I've been saying this for weeks or whatever. It didn't matter. And it's just like, I told Deatra Hicks not to, you know, keep talking to Christian, because after Christian went behind your back and told JD what you said about, you know, you're the star of the show and people came to see you sing and you want your own song or whatever, and she went back and told him that and left a bad taste, and JD's mouth towards you should have kept your mouth closed and mind your business and realized that she ain't your friend. And that's that. I know you ain't got no friends in that house, but you should have realized Christian wasn't your friend, and you shouldn't have been trying to comfort her or talk to her in any type of way, because she didn't do that. She didn't do the same for you. She didn't try to comfort you. She didn't try to be there for you at all. It was like, okay, whatever. And then she snitched on you. So why would you comforting her, you know? But anyways, why did Leah feel the need that she had to come in the room and interrupt? Because she feel like Deatra don't know what she's talking about. Deatra's loud, she's crazy, and I'm gonna go save Christian. Christian don't need saving. You see them python arms that she has? She don't need no help, Leah. And it's like, Leah, you just wanted a reason to get upset with Mrs. Hicks. You found your reason because she slammed the door. And if she would have opened it, if she didn't slam the door in your face and you would have came in the room, you'd have found a way to get at Deatra Hicks, because you didn't like that she was loud. You didn't like that she was talking to Kristen. You didn't like that she was trying to be comforting to Kristen, even though it was the wrong way that she did it, because she interjected herself and her feelings in the situation. But why wouldn't you? Anybody normally would be be like, yeah, they treated me the same way, you know what I'm saying? And I've been saying this, you know. So anyways, anyway, it would have went. Leah would have been upset whether if, you know, Deatra opened the door, because she didn't like Deatra telling, you know, Christian how to feel or what to do, or consoling her. She didn't like it. And plus, she was consoling her in the way that she felt like wasn't proper, because she was loud. And basically, Genuine wasn't even upset with Deatra. She wasn't the one talking about, I'm tired of this shit, I'll fight this bitch, I'll fight her. Like, she pushed it. I got that one, or whatever. You know, Leah was saying all that. Like, she turned it into a violent situation. She turned it into a situation that she wanted to fight. Deatra never said that she wanted to fight her or anything like that. Deatra just said, they can't handle me. And so, and that's when Tandy came to try to hold you back. Tandy was trying to hold you back, Leah. So basically, you are the problem. If anything, you can consider yourself one of the reasons why, you know, Genuine is leaving. So anyways, Genuine is packing his bag. This gave him an excuse to bounce, hit the road, Jack, because he didn't want to be bothered no more. So anyways, Kristen and, you know, the actor finished their conversation. Kristen was like, you know, I didn't like yelling over the door. I didn't like that. You know, I had to yell over the door. And then the actor was like, I always yell over the door. But the actor, everybody ain't like you or whatever. And these people are looking for any reason to have you replaced. They don't like you. Period, point blank. So you're walking on eggshells. And even though your antics of you being loud and rambunctious or whatever is part of the problem, but they do the same thing that they accuse you of doing. So I don't know what to say, girlfriend. It seems like you're in a room among enemies all day, every day. So anyways, so Tandy, she's talking to, you know, Leah. Leah was like, you know, I'm tired of her. I don't like her, whatever. I tried to have self-control. I tried this. I tried that. I tried to give her a chance. But look how she's acting, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, Leah's basically just telling her true feelings, how she really felt. You know damn well Leah don't like Deatra Hicks because she got a baby by her husband. And Leah done stole the man for Deatra. And then Deatra got him back. So basically she's an ex-wife. And she feels like, you know, Deatra got something to do with it. Even though whatever his name, Grant, is a dog. But, you know, she you know, ain't no woman gonna be happy with the next one. It takes a different type of woman to accept another woman's baby and their husband cheating on them or whatever, and then being friends with them. I know some women that are like that, but Leah, you ain't one of them. So it is what it is. And so, you know, so Deatra, she talks to her daughter, telling her daughter that she's trying her best. You know, these people getting on her nerves. She's having a hard time. She's going through it. And, you know, Deatra's basically telling her daughter that they all team up and they all teaming up against me. They all going against me. They ain't feeling me. And so Jermaine goes and he tells Lee and Tandy that, you know, G's leaving, Genuine's leaving, and he's leaving because of Deatra. They quickly threw it on Deatra. Like, they didn't understand, but they didn't get it that it was too hard for him. It was too much for him to do, playing the leading role. Only thing they can just say that it's just her fault. It's just her fault. But what about the way that Leah behaved when she was threatening to fight Deatra and yelling and screaming, and Tandy had to hold her back? So her behaviors was okay, but Deatra's behavior wasn't okay when she shut the door in her face. Okay, and it's her bedroom, and that's her private area, regardless. So it is what it is with that situation. So everyone's blaming Deatra Hicks for basically Genuine leaving and jumping ship. So it is what it is. And Genuine left that script behind. He left all that shit behind. He didn't want to be bothered. That was just way too much work. So you got Jermaine and Christian. They're out talking. They're blaming Deatra Hicks for, you know, Genuine leaving. But then Kristen says in her confessional, but I don't blame Deatra for all of it. I blame her for a little bit of it. But the daughter, Brianna, that little toddler, something, she called her a toddler, disrespectful something type of daughter of Jermaine, of JD's. Basically, she blames Brianna, because if Brianna didn't come at her, none of this situation would have happened. It wouldn't have been the domino effect of everything just blowing up. So she kind of like blames the daughter, but she doesn't tell anybody that. She keeps that to herself. So, you know, she knows what's going on, but, you know, she's riding on a team that's riding with her, and that is, you know, more people. Deatra ain't got nobody on her side, so she got Leah, Tandy, and Jermaine on her side, so she rather roll with them or whatever. But she kind of blames Bree for the situation, because Genuine wouldn't have to comfort her, and then her and Deatra Hicks wouldn't have got into the situation like talking loud, and then Leah wouldn't have had to jump in. So it is what it is. Christian said that you know, that she was, you know, unprofessional, and basically she's upset with her. So basically JD, he meets up with both of his daughter, he meets up with Taylor, he meets up with Bree, and he lets them know that their main character is gone, their star is gone, Genuine is out the door, he is gone. And so this is a really big thing. And basically, you know, he tells Bree that she was very unprofessional. She was like, what? I was professional. She was like, what are you talking about? I was very professional when I approached Kristen. It's like she's living in La La Land. And basically he was like, yo, you are one of the main factors of Genuine leaving, because if you didn't do what you did, you know, wouldn't have the effect, you know, your negative energy, you know, cast down to the whole house, you know. So basically, you know, he's telling her that, like, yo, you're part of the problem too as well. You added on to the problem. You was one of the factors, and Genuine leaving too as well. But the biggest factor is Genuine couldn't handle all that responsibility, especially still being on the road. So it is what it is. And so he was like, yo, if you can't do your job, then you shouldn't be here. If you can't be professional, you can't act right. And he basically told his daughter that her character is not likable. She's not likable. The way she talks, the way she acts. I was like, oh shit, JD's being real with his daughter. He's being real with Bree. He was like, yo, you're not likable. I couldn't believe he said that to his daughter. I was like, shit. So it is what it is with that situation. I was just like, damn. So anyways, then you got Jermaine. He's talking to Deatra, because Deatra goes into his room and he basically describes her as a dark cloud. He describes her as evil, lingering, and he calls her, you know, basically he ain't got two fucks for her. He don't like her. He can't stand her, and she didn't do anything to him. You know, he's just as loud, and he acts like he has ADHD too, as just like Deatra Hicks, and he has a bright personality too as well. But I guess his personality is not mashing well with Deatra's personality, because she's louder than him and she's more entertaining than him and she sticks out more than him. So maybe that could be the issue, because he does not like her or whatever. And the way he described her, that tells you he's not trying to give her a chance. He's really not trying to work with her. And plus, he was the first one to say that somebody need to report her to JD. It's like, what happened to a chain of command? Okay, how come they couldn't sit down and have that conversation with Deatra first? Have that conversation with her and see where her head is at all together collectively. And then if she decides to be rude and disrespectful and don't want to hear it, then they can go to JD and tell him, like, hey, listen, we tried to talk to her and it went this way. But basically it's like, let's throw her under the bus and get her out of here immediately. And I think Kristen thinks that maybe she can get Deatra's part. That's why she's going along with it, because she said it herself that Deatra's not the main reason for, you know, Genuine leaving. So basically that's what they're hopping on, that it's just Deatra got Genuine to leave. That's the only thing they can say. Basically, they can't say that she did anything individually to them, that she hurt them personally, she disrespected them personally. Only thing they can say, oh, she just got rid of Genuine. Basically just trying to throw her under the bus. So it is what it is with that situation. So I'm just like, damn, Deatra, you ain't got no friends. And so basically, you know, so, you know, Deatra, she goes in there and she talks to Jermaine, and Jermaine was like, no, you don't think you should apologize and say sorry to anybody? You don't think that you should do this? You don't think that you should do that? Blase and the third. She was like, well, I don't feel like I should apologize to anybody, because I was talking to Christian. I was in my room minding my business, and I didn't hit her. I didn't disrespect her. I just shut the door in her face. That's all I did. And then the afterwards, the threatening and the violence came from, you know, Leah. So anyways, Deatra feels like she shouldn't apologize. I think to smooth over everything, if I was Deatra, I probably would apologize and just like, you know what, maybe I was too loud. I was in my feelings because I seen Kristen get hurt, and I was hurt by the same girl, so I took it upon myself I just really got, you know, over animated. And plus, I feel like you guys were running to Kristen and you know, consoling her, and nobody consoled me. And so I did kind of make the situation about myself, and I apologize for that. I think that she could have did that. It wouldn't have been no sweat off her teeth. They probably wouldn't have liked it. They probably wouldn't have believed her. They probably wouldn't have accepted her apology, but at least she tried. At least it would show Jermaine that she is trying to be a team player in a situation, but it is what it is. And JD was like, Jermaine was like, well, she don't want to apologize. Well, then, okay. And basically Jermaine says himself that he don't think that Leah or Deatra Hicks are ever going to get along, because, you know, they share the same baby daddy, and one stole the other one from the other one going back and forth between them two. So he understands it too as well, but he is siding with Leah. So I guess Leah is more likable. She's more quiet. She'll let Jermaine be himself around her, like, you know, because Deatra Hicks, you know, she's attention seeking, and Jermaine is attention seeking as well. So, but, you know, Deatra can get more of a crowd and keep people going. With her, she can keep the attention focused on her, and then Jermaine won't get any attention. Then we find out that Jermaine, he went through some bad things. He came out when he was gay when he was 16. He lost the record deal. His father got rid of him. His father didn't want to be bothered with him because he was gay. But once they got a record deal, his father was on his side, was supporting him because he had money. But as soon as he lost that record deal, his father said goodbye. And so basically that's why he says he looks for the attention. He's starving for attention. He loves attention. He loves theater. He loves to shine. And that's why he has such a loud personality, because, you know, he's looking for something. And so Deatra takes that away from him, in my opinion, if I'm putting it in words together enough for you guys to get what I'm saying. So it is what it is with that situation. And so anyways, Deatra, she's not apologizing to any of them, and Jermaine is like, oh. So then Jermaine and Kristen, you know, they go out, they getting their nails done, and they're clicking up. You got Leah and, you know, Tandy going out and clicking up, and basically Tandy and Leah basically talking about it's Deatra fault that, you know, Genuine left, and basically you got, you know, Jermaine and Christian out, and Christian is telling Jermaine, like, yo, you need to focus, you need to pay attention more. Since Genuine's gone, you might get the role. He was like, well, JD didn't say anything to me. She was like, well, you need to put your head in the script. And he's ignoring her advice. He want to hear shit she gotta say. So anyways, but they're clicking up and they're teaming up, and guess who's on the outs? It is Deatra. She's on the outs. So she ain't got a friend in the world on this show. So it is what it is. And so basically, Tandy comes back in the house. She's twerking, they're dancing, they're making noise, they're doing all types of stuff, and they're making fun of Deatra. He put on a head tie, craving for attention, like he said, looking for an attention, starving, and he's doing all that. And, you know, Deatra can hear them downstairs making fun of her. You know, it is what it is. And basically they can make noise, they can sing, but once the Deatra does it, it's a problem, because they don't like her, they can't stand her. And plus, I think they need more space where they can they need soundproof rooms. That'd be nice if they had soundproof rooms where they can actually rehearse and not bother the other person. So Jermaine should look into having soundproof rooms next season. It'll probably be a better thing or whatever. So anyways, in this conversation, this is when Jermaine and Leah get together to go complain about, you know, Deatra. But Christian is like, I wasn't saying all that. Christian was like, okay, you guys are really going in. So Christian sees that these people ain't messing with Deatra. So it is what it is. And so it is what it is. And so basically, you know, Christian, she gets in her confessional, and she was like, Jermaine is trying to sweep everything under the rug with his rude daughter, his toddler, petulant daughter. Ooh, I was like, damn, she went there. And basically, JD says to, you know, Deatra, basically they all go to the studio, whatever, to, you know, to rehearse or whatever. He's seeing that the energy's off, people are separated, they're not sitting together. So basically he got a dance coach to come in to show the people how to dance, to move around or whatever. And Jermaine is like, this lady, you know, we ain't in the 1800s. Like, he was like, these are old school dancers, what's good? So anyways, JD, he brings, you know, Deatra outside to talk to her, basically trying to feel her energy, to switch it up, to get her out of dark places, and basically have her try on different sunglasses, become different characters, and things like that. And basically she went to a tough place when she was supposed to be this girl that, you know, was a runaway or whatever. So basically she's crying, and Jermaine is trying to get her back on her feet, because basically he feels like, you know, she gets in her own way. And it is what it is. So basically I was just like, damn. So, but what his exercise, her being a pole, her being a bird or whatever, it really helped her. It really helped her try to stay strong and be strong in the situation, because it's hard to work with people that are against you, and you in the same house you live in. You don't leave them at work. You're going home with them now. They're at home with you. So it is what it is with that situation. And so then that's when Leah, she wanted to talk to JD, and basically she believes that, she tells JD that Dietrich's 100% of one of the reasons why she's almost like 100% of the reason why Genuine left. She tried to come after me. She slammed the door in my face. She's rude, she's loud, and basically it's either me or her. Basically she's giving JD the warning, like, hey, you either get rid of her, or I ain't gonna be staying around, basically. And she was just like basically dropping the dime. She really wanted to get Dietrich fired. She was just I was like, damn, it's like that. So we could see the hate is real. So anyways, Dietrich, she didn't go and complain about them isolating her, them keeping her away, not practicing the scenes with her or rehearsing with her or anything like that. She didn't complain. She didn't go run and complain that Lee wanted to fight her that night and Tom, they had to hold her back. She didn't go complain. But any chance that they get anything that Dietrich do, they want to throw her under the bus quick, fast, and hurry, because they see a star, they know a star. And basically they don't want her to outshine them. So it is what it is, but she needs to tone it down if she wants to keep a job, because directors could be watching this show. So, or she could be gold for it. Her next move could be reality TV. It is what it is. So then JD was like, okay, I get it, I understand. And so he was like, damn, okay, like they had 20 years to work out their situation, they still working it out, like, okay. So JD feels like Dietrich has all the talent in the world, but what is the point of having all the talent in the world if no one's able to see it? So basically it is what it is with that situation. I was just like, damn. So Genuine comes back, he clears the air, and he let everybody know. He calls everybody outside, he let them know that it was just too much for him. And then one of the ladies was like, oh, we understood that, but yeah, if you understood that he left because it was too hard for him to be the leading man and also be on tour and stuff like that, why did you guys blame Dietrich? So these people are lying and two-faced, because Genuine said that, oh, this is the reason why I'm leaving. I was like, oh, we kind of figured that, yep, but I thought it was Dietrich. So anyways, Genuine, he talks to Jermaine and tells Jermaine to step up, and he put a good word in for Jermaine to actually, be the leading man, and Blasing the third. So Jermaine really appreciates that. It is what it is. And so then we get to see Dietrich. She meets up with her daughter. Basically, she's having a confession. She's letting us know that she went through some hard times. She was with Tyler Perry for almost like 15 and a half years. She had money, she had paper, she had ducats, she lost it. She wasn't working for 3 years. The phone stopped ringing, director stopped calling. So basically, it seems like, Dietrich had to change. She has to change something about herself if she wants to continue to work. So I think this is a good forum for her to come into herself and change, and probably be more agreeable with people, I guess, and not just sticking to her stones. I guess if she wants to work, it's up to her to do that if she wants to. So, but basically she talks about, she was drinking, she was depressed, and this is her, and she feels like this is her last chance. And her daughter was like, yeah, don't let these people get in the way. Don't let them, take away your opportunity. Like you said, Mom, every step is a step to somewhere different. The actor was like, yo, listen, I'm trying to open doors for you. Because she was like, my daughter can sing too as well. Her daughter and her look alike. You can tell that's her daughter. And basically Diamond as the step, what's her name? Leah, that's the daughter that is kind of related to Leah or whatever, because her husband is her ex-husband is her father, basically. So it is what it is with that situation. So her daughter's a hairstylist, and basically Dietrich feels really bad, the things that she brought her family through and the things that she put them through, when she was going through depression, and she was wondering why theaters and people wasn't calling her, and she doesn't want to mess up. She wants to leave the door open. She wants to leave the road open for her daughters to actually succeed and actually, be able to get into this theater world, this music world, this Hollywood world. So it is what it is. Every step I take, basically. So anyways, JD calls a meeting, and basically, Jermaine, he wants to call out, Deatra and say, there's a problem. We can't focus and we can't concentrate. And, basically he imitates, Deatra, which is rude, which is disrespectful, which is shady, which is low down. And it doesn't say anything good about his character as well. It seems like he's not a good person. And so then he said, oh, it's Deatra. And then so that's when, Deatra was like, well, you guys make the same noise when I was upstairs rehearsing and whatever. I can hear you guys down there singing, doing this, doing that. I had to deal with it. You know what I mean? So then on top of that, then Leah jumped and Leah was like, you are the problem. And, the way that you acted, how you came after me. She didn't come after you. You came after her. You came towards her room. You tried to get in. She shut the door and then you threatened to fight her. And so Deatra was like, what did I say? What did I do? Tell me what I did. How did I disrespect you? What did I say to you? And, Leah she didn't have anything to say. She was like, oh, you know what you said. When people say you know what you said, it's because they don't know what you said. They can't remember. Or you didn't say nothing. They can't think of a lie right on point because now, Deatra was calling out Leah. Leah, why couldn't Leah say, oh, you slammed the door in my face? Okay. She said she slammed the door in your face. Okay, what else did she say to you? What else did she do to you? Did she threaten you like you threatened her? So anyways, that's when JD was like, this is too much. And that's when Christian was like, let's address the elephant in the room about your daughter's coming at me. He was like, come on, people, let's move on. He doesn't want to address his daughter's situation with Kristen because I think it's something much deeper. And it's probably not the right time or right place to address the daughters about Bree and Christian's situation because they do have a personal relationship right now. And it is what it is. And so Jermaine was like, JD was like, yo, you guys need to get it together. You guys got your paycheck. You got paid. I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting. You like, you know what? Let's stop it. Jermaine, you're going to be the leading role. Jermaine's like, oh, well, I got to get my shit together. And so basically, he was like, you guys going to need to come together and work as a team. And so Leah was like, see how she's acting? See how then Leah started cussing and swearing and being disrespectful to, Deatra right in front of the boss. And so JD said now he's going to be standing around. He's going to be at the house. So he's going to see what's going to be happening or whatever. And so, Leah was like, you flipped on me. How did she flip on you? She just shut the door. She didn't want you to come to her room. That's it. Because she was having a conversation. It might have been a loud conversation. You might have wanted to check up on Leah. But, you've been knowing Deatra for 20 years. She ain't beat nobody up, especially like this. And this is her last chance. And you guys are trying to take that chance away from her. And she's not helping by feeding into y'all bullshit and being loud and rambunctious. But, you guys are doing the same thing she's doing. I guess she needs to flip her switch and be very differently. That she's workable and she's approachable. Because people could be watching this show that could actually potentially hire her. So she needs to show the progression and the maturity that she has, recognized, that she has, gone through over the 3 years of not working. So that's where, Miss Deatra Hicks needs to change at that point. So anyways, JD was like, you guys need to work together. You guys ain't little kids. So we'll see what next episode is going to be off the chain. Anyways, peace. I'm out. One love. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples.